We're going to go on to delinquent water bills. Joan just gave me a little note here. They had two, and they both paid before she left. Bill, we're going to have you give your superintendent of utilities report at this time.
All right. Just one thing, the swimming pool, people are going to come sandblast and work on it the first week of September. Tri-State paving says they'll be in here in sometime this month. The approach, or no, that's a different thing. Well, we'll start with the building, the empty building over here. That sidewalk, we've talked a couple different times about fixing that in the front here. Now that sidewalk is 10 foot wide. If we do replace it, could we get by with a 5-footer?
I would hope so.
I think it needs to be replaced because
Okay.
Hemer had to fix his.
Oh yeah, Sam made 5 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have an estimate, or are you going to give us that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will.
Okay.
Maybe I don't want to hear it.
To remove the curb and sidewalk, about $2,700. To go the 15 or the 10 foot, it was $6,120 to replace the sidewalk. If we go down to the 5, around 30 or $3,060 plus the $2,700 to tear it out.
It's about $6,000.
Yeah, and when I talked to Greg about it, he said it'd be a while before he could get to it. I told him that we might be wanting to get it done. He said he lost all his kids. He said just do whatever we needed to do. I do get a few complaints about the sidewalk. It's been a couple of years now that we've had it, and we tell other people they have to fix their sidewalks. I think probably we need to do something.
Yeah, it needs to be replaced.
Why do you said we got to take the curb and gutter out?
He bid this, both of them. I tell you what's happening right now, a lot of it's broke. When Greg and I first talked about it, we thought about maybe just taking part of it out, but I looked at it pretty hard today, and it's cutting across that lot in about 3 different places and washing the dirt down in there. So probably we're going to need to put new curb and guttering up all the way up through there, and then narrow the sidewalk up. So
When did he say he could get to it?
they'll do it this week probably.
I'm afraid of what's going to happen to that other curb and gutter. And
Yeah, I was going to say that other.
The other one's going to be a lot worse because there's about, I'd say, at least half of it that's
Time to get
hollow.
that building out of there. It'll be
because it's got coal chutes and stuff.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I think they're going to probably end up which I hate it, but they'll probably have to set up on our street more than on that sidewalk.
Yeah.
But they don't have a choice because they'll be inside of that sidewalk if not. That's how we've done that water leak that time. You could hear it in those manholes. So anyhow, this Allen Construction is here to do the manholes now. They did 8 today, and they'll weave that in there too. And the other part of that deal is down at the bridge, we've talked a couple different times about how that's down at the co-op, how that's all fallen in. When the bridge people came, Bob Pyre came and inspected our bridges this year, last week, and I took him down there. He says that it'll never not have a problem every 6-7 years. He says it's just, he sees them all over the place. He says there's just no way to get the good compaction and be able to hold those. So you're probably going to be doing this every 6-7 years. They measured out the width of where everything is, and that's going to cost about $3,600.
It needs it.
If you want to proceed with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've been.
Go ahead and have them both done. Do we need motions or?
I think we do, especially on the, not necessarily the street repair, but the curb, gutter, and sidewalk.
Huh?
We've got the money.
Yes. My understanding, yes.
Now, one question before we have a motion. Does anyone else locally that does that
I've
kind of?
asked them all summer, and
Very
they said
good.
they were too
That's
busy.
all I wanted to know.
I talked to every one
Anybody,
of them.
anybody care to make a motion to,
This is the one on North Main, correct?
That's by the co-op.
By the co-op.
Down here.
First Street Bridge.
First,
that little dish out,
okay,
that little
okay,
dish out
okay.
by the
Yeah,
bridge?
yeah, all
It's been
right.
patched before, but it settles.
we need separate
What are you
motions for the
talking about?
sidewalk.
I'm talking about the one, I thought you were talking about the one on North Main.
We're probably,
Oh, north.
probably the way to do it.
I'll make a motion
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we replace the sidewalk at the vacant lot.
That's second on Maple.
Second and Maple. At a cost of approximately $6,000, was it, to replace a
Yeah, 57.
50,
I'll second that.
57.
Put a 5-foot sidewalk in.
I'll second that.
I did already.
Oh, good.
So,
Now, I can talk to these locals again, like Daryl Bangford and some of them that said there's no way they had time before I talked to him in the morning.
well,
If you
we're
want
making a
to, but
motion
they
here.
did say it, you know. They said they were just too busy and didn't, nobody ever
If
wanted
they
to
said that,
raise
that's
manholes.
all I care about.
If Bill wants to, but we made the motion at a cost and where we're gonna do it. We didn't say
Just
who
get it
was
done.
going to do
Yeah.
it.
So if you can find somebody to do it cheaper, that's fine, but we're gonna pay $6,000.
Your discretion.
I'll
Okay.
check in the morning, double check that, okay.
You've all heard the motion. Is there a question before I call for the vote? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I'll make a motion to repair the bridge compaction by the co-op.
I second that.
And that was 3,600.
Jim,
Yeah.
I think,
That's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
Who got it?
Mike.
Mike, you've all heard the second motion on the repair of the street by co-op. Before I call for a vote, is there any question?
I think we better have a better description than by the co-op. It's
The First Street Bridge by the co-op.
The approach to the bridge.
We're doing it for the co-op, is that how you want to word it?
No.
What do you want to
That's
stay
what I
away
don't
from?
want.
Yeah, that's exactly what he doesn't want.
Okay.
You've all
I'll
heard,
just put the First Street.
you've all heard the motion. There's no further question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I'd change that to adjacent to co-op.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Corner, the crusher is here. They're chopping up cement. He thought it'd be about 2.5 weeks probably to get it done. He's right at this moment's got it sold, I think, in Wall Lake or whatever, but it's big chunks. They're only running it through once right now. If he sells some of the rock, they're going to have to run it through there 2 or 3 times. But anyway, that's what he thinks on that. Corner building could be in the next week or two when this other gets done.